Capricorn. Welcome to your relationship messages. Thank you so much for being here. Very much so appreciate it. If you find that you like this reading, if you could hit like and subscribe, I truly appreciate it. I'm not big on intros. I like to just get into the reading, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. So I'm going to do you and them. As my cat scratches my rug. What are you doing? Okay. Back to Capricorn. What is the overall energy in this relationship for Capricorn? What is the overall energy? Thank you. Okay. What is the overall energy of your partner's energy? The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles also wanted to pop out. Interesting. Can I get one more for Capricorn? Thank you. We have the Knight of Wands. Interesting. The High Priestess wanted to come out, but it doesn't feel like it's for either or. So I'm going to put it back, keeping in mind that this is an energy that I'm feeling. Okay, Capricorn. It feels like a situation where you might be putting some hard work into it, but having a hard time moving forward. And then with the other person, it feels like a new emotional experience. It feels like a genuine, good-hearted, good-intentioned, movement towards you, but then your movement towards them, it feels a little bit stuck. Interesting. Can I get, what is the challenge? I'm reading this as a Capricorn. And this is your partner. What is the fear for Capricorn? What is the challenge or fear for Capricorn? Thank you. Woo. That did not want to be picked up. So we got the Two of Pentacles, and this could talk about like emotional turbulence, a lot on your plate, having a hard time with balancing, balancing priorities. So you might have a lot on your plate that's making it hard to invest time and energy into something where somebody is really coming in with wanting a fresh start with you. Okay, can I get challenge or fear for your partner. Challenge or fear with your partner. 10 of Wands. I'll take those. I'm just going to pull a few more cards and then I'm going to get into it. What is the challenge together? The Hermit. That's interesting for both of you. Thank you. 6 of Coins. A balancing. Okay, you can see that all in there. Okay, Capricorn. I'm going to give it to you straight. You're hesitating on something. You're hesitating on a relationship. You're having a hard time investing your time and energy into something. You might be having a hard time finding a balance or energy so that you can invest into it. And with the person that you're interested in, they're wanting to come forward with fresh starts, but they got the 10 of Wands, which is carrying a heavy burden. The 5 of Swords is a lot of like mental anxiety, frustration, stress, anger. And with the Queen of Wands, it feels like this person, Queen doesn't have to be female. It's just the energy that that person is holding. And it feels like what they're holding is something mature. But this connection, they're worried that it's going to affect them in a negative way. That they're going to put in their best efforts and be carrying the majority of the weight. And they're having some mental confusion even, I'm kind of feeling. They might be even building up some resentment. And both of you are working through a hermit phase. And both of you are looking for something that is of equal give and take. So we have the 6 of Coins, which talks about equal reciprocity. And then with this energy right here, I'm getting that you both are being very careful with what it is that you want. It's almost like this person's not fully coming out of the Hermit because they don't want to invest the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in when this person's not really moving forward or towards them. Because the Knight of Wands is the Knight of action and adventure and moving forward. And what I'm getting with this, it says in reverse, anger, impulsivity, and recklessness. I'm not getting that energy whatsoever. If anything, I'm getting the energy of having a hard time moving forward. And maybe you were in a hermit stage for quite some time, and getting out of that hermit stage might be making you feel unbalanced. I might be trying to... See, and I keep looking at the water. And the Two of Pentacles also talks about like a little bit of emotional turbulence and trying to find balance. I'm just seeing if there's anything deeper to this because it's pretty straightforward to me. So I'm going to get, what is more information? Fears, information for Capricorn. A new job or career. Maybe balancing a new job or career is making things difficult, making you feel like you're having a hard time with moving forward towards this connection because of a new job or career. And then we got flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. This feels more like a fear. It feels like a fear, but it could also be something that you've gone through, where you invested your time and your energy in someone and it just didn't pan out the way that you were hoping that it would. And you're having a hard time moving forward towards this person because you don't want to feel that disappointment again. But it's interesting because I feel like with both of you, I'm getting two people, like I'm not feeling an actual relationship here. So I'm going to get more information. It almost feels like a singles reading, so I'm just kind of confusing my own self with that. What is the nature of this relationship, please? Love call. So this could be something that's very new. And then we have butterfly at the bottom. We have love call, someone expressing love, a message of love, thinking of you, letting you know. And then we have butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So I'm going to put both of those down. And the other card there is really cute too, but I'm going to try to keep it grounded to this. So this does feel like it's something that's relatively new. So maybe you guys are interested in each other and just starting to decide to anchor down a relationship and trying to figure out how to move forward. Because it feels like there's good intentions on both sides. But this person feels a little bit more stuck than this person. This person feels like they're having a hard time trusting that what they're throwing out there, that this person is going to move forward on. So what is Capricorn's fears that are preventing them from really stepping into this relationship? What is their fears or challenge that is really preventing them from stepping into this relationship? Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. And there's another one that flipped. Taking a vacation physically or mentally. And I just heard mental constraints. It feels like trust. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. This could also be drama, gossip and drama. I just want a little bit more here. What is Capricorn worried about with this romantic connection? What is Capricorn worried about with this romantic connection? I heard that they might be the one. No. That they might be the one. So we have High Priestess energy and we have Harmony. So that's interesting because we have taking a vacation physically or mentally. And I did feel like there's a little bit of mental, I don't want to say like anything to do with mental health. It's more along the lines of mentally opening up. And it feels like that's something that's really hard for you to do. And it also feels like with that Two of Pentacles, like you have lots on your plate and trying to find balance with what you have on your plate and to learn to trust and let go of worry of any gossip or drama or deal with any gossip or drama, because it feels like this connection is an authentic one. We have love call and we have the butterfly. There is a possibility of things to grow and be really beautiful and nurturing. And this person has good intentions and wants a fresh start with you. And it feels like that's the hard part because it's like something that's more in harmony than what you're used to. And then we have the inner voice. If anything, what I'm getting from this, like we have two dolphins and we have another two dolphins. It feels like you guys are cut from the same cloth. Like you guys have similar, maybe even similar mental energy, because this one is right near the head. And dolphins, they're very playful, but they're also incredibly intelligent, and they use sonar to help decipher their surrounding areas and to communicate with other dolphins. So there may even be a little bit of telepathy or like a deep mental understanding between you guys with that dolphin energy. And this could be something that you're scared of. And it's going to be up to you if you want to move forward with this or not, because you're having a hard time. You're having a hard time getting unstuck. So what would help Capricorn get unstuck? Two of Wands. You have two paths in front of you and needing to make a choice on what those two paths are. We have the Nine of Coins, which is somebody who's worked really diligently on themselves. I need just one spirit. Someone who's worked really diligently on themselves, who's invested a lot of time and energy in their growth and their independence, and they are self-sufficient. So it's like on one wand, we have like independence, but the next level is connection. So it's like building yourself up, growing, utilizing all that you have learned thus far to move forward. And then what's on the other path? What does the other wand represent, please, Spirit? And this is all orange, which is the sacral chakra, which is the chakra of movement and flow. And that's where I feel like you're having a hard time with moving forward. You feel a little bit stuck. You feel a little stuck. And it's interesting because it's like, I just heard cagey. And what I'm feeling is like getting unstuck makes you feel cagey, but being like where you're at and not being where you're at, that stuck energy, it's almost like that's not cagey to you. So that's also interesting. So you might want to do a little bit of healing work on your sacral chakra to help with movement forward and to release some blocks that are ready to be released. Also, that is our chakra of partnerships, relationships, intimate connections with people. It just feels like there's some healing that needs to happen there. And then we have the Fool, new beginnings. So it's almost like on one hand, we have someone who's independent, doing their own thing, working on what it is that they want to achieve. And on the other hand, we have the Fool, which is taking a leap of faith, trying something different, movement forward, new journey, new path. And I love that I put that on the High Priestess, because it feels like, honestly, it feels like this, you know that this is what you want to do. You know that this is what you want to do. But if you choose not to do it and you choose to work on being independent and growing yourself, that's okay too. But it does feel like this is a genuine, heartfelt, authentic connection. What is the energy? How do I put this? What do they bring to the table for you? What do they bring to the table for Capricorn? 10 of Coins. With the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Coins is like, and then we have like a picture right there of like a family. It's like the energy of somebody who has the best intentions towards you, who sees you as being so valuable. You got the 9 of Coins, and they are holding the 10 of Coins. It's like the next step. See, now that's interesting, because now what I'm getting from this, it feels like either way, between embracing some independence and, can I get a clarifier for the 9 of Coins? Thank you. 3 of Wands. It's like making your choice and having the patience as it comes to fruition. Because it feels like, this is a really interesting story. It feels like either which way, it's still going to lead to the same path. Interesting. Because we have the 9 of Coins turning into the 10 of Coins. And we have the 2 of Wands, which is trying to decide. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is deciding and being patient for whatever it is that you want to come forward towards you. So it feels like something that's going to take time. So I'm just going to pull advice for Capricorn, please. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. That's really beautiful. And that's what I feel with that inner voice. It's like you already know that this is where you want to be. You already know that working through what it is that you're working through and taking that leap of faith and movement forward and learning to trust and learning to balance is going to lead you towards this person. Because this person holds the 10 of Cups, or the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Coins. So now I'm just kind of like, okay, so you got that going on and they got that going on. Are they going to be patient? Are they going to wait for you? Are they going to be slow with you? See, but you both have the Hermit as the energy between you. So it's almost like both of you are embodying that solo energy. Thank you. We have logic and justice. See, and we have the King of Swords, and it's just reminding me of those dolphins. We have 5, divine wisdom, spiritual power. We have the Hierophant, and we have the 7 of feathers, preparation, resourcefulness, which is 7 of swords. And 7 of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck. And this one's just kind of in the world. So I'm just going to place those right there. It looks like a disaster. I'm sorry. There's no way I can get all of these cards in the space that I have for the camera. My apologies. But it feels like the King of Swords is really taking like a logical, balanced approach. And they could be a very highly intelligent person that has gone through a lot of journeys and experiences. So they might even recognize what it is that you're going through and have higher intentions towards this connection. Because we have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is like a deeper commitment. It could also be a marriage card, but it does talk about just like a deeper, more spiritual commitment or connection and leaning in on that. And we have the 7 of feathers, which is kind of giving me a little bit of like worry, and I think I'm being brought back down to here with that, with this 5 of swords, which is like that mental confusion, mental, you know how like when we sit there and we go through scenarios in our heads and we overthink, and then we start to see worst case scenarios, and we start to piss our own selves off with situations that haven't even happened. And it feels like with the 7 of feathers, that's the reason why. And with the 10 of wands, it's like the Seven of Swords talks about somebody kind of sneaking away or just disappearing, taking, you know, what they want and leaving, and not really there to stay, not really there to create a foundation or anything secure. They're there to sneak something away or be sneaky even. And it feels more like a fear from this person. That could be playing in their minds. Can I get a clarifier for the Ten of Wands? I just heard they've been down this road before. So they might be really like not jumping in very fast either, because they're waiting to see what it is that you're going to do. So action is going to be very important with this. Action is going to be very important with this. How you take your action. We have the Hanged Man, which is the pause, not movement forward, observing, trying to look at things in a different perspective. Having patience, trying to understand. And it might feel like in doing that is really difficult for them to do. But it feels like you're moving towards them anyways. So hopefully that will ease the more you take action towards that person, if that's what you choose. But that Hermit energy is strong. Okay, can I get one final card, please, Spirit? Can I get one final card, please? One final piece of advice. One final piece of advice. One final card. Thank you. Playfulness, and right beside the dolphin, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. If you both just give yourselves some time to grow together and open up and have experiences together, it could really turn into something absolutely beautiful with the butterfly, with growth, with the love call. Like, you guys both have really good intentions towards each other and are working, you're both working through your own thing. So that's pretty cute. Okay, Capricorn, that's all I have for you for at this time. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.